Alright guys, so I brought another one home. We've been in a severe drought, so the grass isn't growing or anything, is just dying. So I haven't really sold much of anything, a couple things, but not like usually is. So I really shouldn't have went and got this, but I got a really good deal on it, and it is a Cub Cadet. For some whatever reason, I have an affinity for Cub Cadets. But so here we are. I got this at the dealership. They called me up about it, so I said sure. A whole nother one. It's a whole all kind of stuff in there. All kind of stuff in there. What that is? A bag? It's a bag. Making a mess all over the nice seat cover that came with it. I think there's another bag in there too. Yeah. Okay, it's got the oil drain deal. It's in really nice shape. I mean, I can't complain. It's got a lot of grass on it. It's gonna pressure wash pretty nice, I think. Grill's got a little break up here, but no big deal really. Runs, drives, and mows and all that. What? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I knew that. I don't know how it started. You know, the dealership gets it. They don't know anything. So what I'm hoping happened is there was a nest up here, because this is usually where a fire happens, because it gets hot there. They usually don't start back here. And I'm hoping the nest caught on fire up here and got whipped around somehow and ended up here and started on fire. Otherwise, you know, I don't know, the stator shorted out. I don't know what's going on, but we are gonna find out together. I have all these parts. I have probably 553 of these blown engines laying around, all kinds of covers and flywheels and everything I'm gonna need. So no, I'm kidding. I don't have that many of those. I'd probably cut that in half. I do have a lot of these though, I'll tell you. So looks like it burned up here a little bit, if you can see. And then of course the hood got it a little bit. And then it looks like some melted stuff fell down here and whatever. But here's the interesting part. You know what that is? It's a gas tank, and it's only got about that much fuel in it. It means the rest is vapor. I mean, I don't know, man. That was a close one, I think, for whoever the owner was of this. That'd have been scary. So let's see what's going on over here, because it looks like, is this all oil? No, that's fire. That's fire. Interesting. Why would it be? I don't see anything out of place. Boy, this will be an interesting one, eh, guys? It's probably going to be a little bit till I get to it. But for you guys, it'll be right quick, because it'll be the next scene. So, yeah, that's it. LTX1042 hydrostatic. Let's check one more thing. Oh, it came with a bagger too. except it's missing the tube. So I don't know. I want to see if it's one of those. Last one I had like this was a timed deck. Oh good, this one's not. The belts and the blades and everything are really expensive for those timed deck ones. This one's just standard deck. So alright guys, more coming up. Alright guys, so I pressure washed this thing yesterday, and I'm telling you, it's in crazy good shape. Look at these tires. I took the battery out. I'll get to that in a minute. But I mean, the hood, if it wasn't for that burn mark, this hood is immaculate. Immaculate. Another word I can't say. And that little break there. It's got some scratches, but I mean, it's really in nice shape. The deck is just impeccable. And look at the scuffing. Look at the pegs and here, the drive on it. Everything's like brand new. Very little scuff. There's a little scuff there and there's a little scuff there, but it's not all scuffed up in here like they always get. And only one problem with the deck is, it's probably why this wheel is all beat up. It's bent out this way, and it is cracked right here. I mean, I can fix it, but God, it's gonna suck to have to grind that and weld it. You know, I mean, I got paint, but you know, it's still not gonna look. When they look this nice already, it's just a shame. It's a shame. It's got a little scuffing back here, but nothing severe, you know. And and then look at the gas cap and the gasket on here, just mint condition. All this burn stuff won't come off. It's part of the hood now. So I haven't dug into it yet, but what I did do is I disconnected the harness, the engine harness. I wanted to see how many hours were on this thing because it looks so nice. So I had to take the battery out because naturally the fuse was blown. The fuse is under here, right there, as a matter of fact. Put another fuse in, hooked the battery up, and blew another fuse. So, and I thought, well, how can that be when the engine harness is all disconnected? You know, there's the headlight wires. I just cut those out, pretty badly burned. And then I was able to put another fuse in it and turn the key. It's got 53.5 hours on it. I don't understand, because the build date on here says I can't read. It's so small it's hard to read. It's either 2008 or 2009, I think. So 11-12 years old. And so I thought maybe this thing happened when it was still new, you know. So I drained the gas, or a little bit of gas out of it, and the gas was this year's gas. It was fresh. Unless somebody just put that in. I don't know why somebody would, but I don't. Man, I'd really like to get the story on this thing. I just don't understand it. So, anyway, we're gonna dig into this and see what went wrong here. So, hang on. Okay, I think I got all the bolts out. There's probably one. Could be one buried right there. I don't know. Probably is. Can't see it. And again, I've got all the parts, or all the covers. I got a dipstick and all that stuff. Oh, right offhand, I'm not seeing anything. I can't spin it by hand. Trying to get to the. I know it's not a hammer. It identifies as one though. So let's see if there's a bolt. I don't think it's a bolt deal, but geez, we're just gonna have to chip away at that crap. I should put the dipstick back in it though. Probably gonna have flying plastic. Like I said before, I was hoping maybe there was a nest up here that caught fire and blew around back here. But, oh, this screwdriver's busted. I need a better one. Whew. It is tough, let me tell you. Wow. Alright, I'm going to have to come up with a game plan here. Alright guys, so I chipped away at the stone a little bit here. And I'm able to move the flywheel, but it's pretty much my worst fears. Pretty sure the stator is the problem. Whether the magnet came off. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it shorted out. Caused a fire somehow. Or something. I don't know. We are going to have to... Well, let's... Probably going to have to take the coil off. Which is covered in oil. Why is it covered in oil? Everything kind of is around here. This is probably only clean because I pressure washed it and it came through the hole. You wouldn't think with this many hours that I have an oil problem. Alright. Now, this is where it may get tough for some of you. Some of you guys out there don't like this. I've been doing it this way a long time. So, let's see if the rest of this will come on. So if you don't like the pry and beat method, then I suggest you look away. Okay, it's the keyway. No, that wasn't the problem. Unless it was just more plastic that was hanging me up. No. Maybe it was. Everything looks normal. This is garbage. I'm just going to set it on here. Suppose it'll fall right out again. Yep. Incredible. Yeah, incredible. You know what? I think the one I got for it, I got a different one to replace it. I think that has the keyway stuck in it. The keyway. It's not what I meant. The key of the key I meant. This one is sheared. That's got a sheared one in it. All right. Instead of me bumbling around on a camera, hang on a sec. All right. I got it on there. Huh. Must have been just the plastic hanging me up. Alright. That leaves us with a question. Sure you know what it is. Why? Why? Why'd the fire start? I'm looking around here, I just don't. There's a lot of oil in here, you know, you guys can see it. But, you know, I've seen a lot worse. Find it hard to believe that's what started it. Huh. This machine just has more questions than answers. Weird, weird, weird. Well, I'm going to get the rest of this plastic stuff cleaned up And looks like we can probably use the original flywheel. It's got a little bit of plastic still kind of stuck on it, but yeah, huh, weird. Okay, well, I'll be back. Okay guys, so I think I got everything buttoned up. Of course, did all the cover and the flywheel thing. So I think when I couldn't spin it over, this glob of goo that was melted down went through a hole in the flywheel, and I think that was hitting something. That's why when I was, if you remember, could only move it a little bit, and I think that was why. So anyway, El Junko. So I sealed up the valve cover. I didn't know if that was leaking or not. The cork gasket in it looked pretty good, but I put some right stuff on it, so that should be good, I hope. The air filter looked great. The spark plug, here, let me see. Here's the spark plug that came out of it. Kind of looks lean, but if you can see, I don't think I did that on the way out either. I think that was already previously broken. It's cracked anyway. So anyway, I just changed it out, and I haven't changed the oil yet. I went through the blades. It is actually a timed deck, so I was looking at the V-belt that runs the deck, and wasn't thinking that these things take two belts, a V-belt from the motor to the deck, and then the cogged belt that's timed. So, and all the belts look good, as they should. And then time deck, the blades have to be like this. So you got to make sure they're like that, otherwise they clang together. And it's really all I've done. I have not started it. I just put the battery in. So we're going to go ahead, fire it up, and see if everything works as it should. Oh, it's one of those choke all the way up deals, and it doesn't have a lot of gas in it either. So we got a problem here. Seems as though we don't have any throttle. Let me take you over here. Okay, now this looks like choke is working. Something not working here. Not really sure what it could be. You know what I think it might be? Well, I was pushing it the wrong way. Governor's working. Governor's working. I mean, there's some slop here. That's probably normal. It's going to take a little investigation on my part. Hang on. Okay, guys. I think I found the problem. Not sure. I got to get this thing off of here, and I suppose it's going to be a bear. Okay. Ah, the flies are just driving me crazy right now. Ah. Alright, that's what I figured. Yeah, it probably melted, eh? So this should be connected to there. But there's a little plastic clip that's supposed to go on here. You can tell this has all been burned up. It's all white colored. So that runs our throttle. Now I have to go to a blown engine, scrap engine, and see if I can find one of those little plastic clippy doos. So I will be back. Okay, so I went and got us one. It's one of these deals. So let's see. This goes in like this. For some reason I can't remember how I just took it out and I can't remember. Alright, well, it's wrong. So I think it goes in through the back. That goes in there like that, and that clips on there. Bingo bango. Got that figured out. Now our choke wants to mess us up. There we go. Okay. Important thing to do is put this back in the same spot, because you can see it's got slight adjustments on it, and can't really see where that back bolt was, but I can pretty much see where the front one was. Okay, well, bring you back out. Let's see what happens, huh? Back it out. Alright guys, here's what's going on. Nothing. We ain't moving. Well, right now all we know is that the engine now runs. Runs pretty good too. Not sure what's going on back here. If I remember right, when I was diddling with the battery, looked like the belt was on. Well, I'll have to do some investigation, I guess, and get back to you. Alright guys, so the reason the old Cub Cadet wouldn't move, 53 hours on it, is the old belt was burned in half. Clean in half. Not really sure how. I'm gonna put you up here a little bit. Now, I know the light from the garage door is being open or something else, but so all right, the fire that melted the engine was on this side, you know, the side of the engine that melted. And then over on this side of the engine, the headlight wires were burned up and melted together and shorting out. I'm not really, move this, not really sure how the belt got burned. You know, there's nothing, no plastic could have dropped on it per se, you know. So how did it get burned? You know, there's a frame here, the engine, I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm almost thinking either the guy who, for whatever reason, drove over a fire pit and the embers caught certain things on fire, or somebody did it on purpose. You know, maybe the guy made somebody angry, so he attempted to burn down. Of course, I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I don't really know how that could have happened. But anyway, today we're going to put a drive belt in it. Should you need one for one of these Cubs, here's your numbers. So I'm going to put you back down here, bring you over here, because the first thing we got to do, which is somewhat difficult, you got to wrestle it around the fan, and there's belt keepers. It's just really this belt keeper here that's the hard one to get by. So we're gonna sneak our belt in here. It just takes a little bit of wrestling to get it. I think I need. I think because the belt is flopping around, I'm going to try to put it up so it's not bent over. I'm not sure if that's the issue I'm having or what's going on here, but it's not the one on the back for some reason. I do not believe there's a belt keeper back there that's I don't understand what's happening. Okay, so what I did is I looked, because right now I got the tractor straight up and down in the air almost, because I'm too old to be climbing under these things anymore. So I got the front end like it's doing a major wheelie. So what I did is I lowered it back down because I wanted to see. I didn't think there was a belt keeper that was in the way on the back side of that. There is not. And I guess what you want to do is keep pulling this way and making sure it stays on the pulley on this side, and then it'll just kind of work its way right past that keeper and just boop, just fall right into place. It's, you know, some things are just impossible to get on film, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to move you back a little bit. What we're going to do is, luckily on this one, I think on my Cub Cadets, I have to take out the steering, I think. But on this one, it goes right through here. That, and then comes out up here. Like that. That's up by the motor. So I do believe now what we want to do is of course our light's in the way. Let's see if I can get you over here maybe. So you want to bring out, you know, so you can get it by the belt keepers. just feed it around. Turn the engine if you have to. That. Just refusing to cooperate. Isn't that something? Ha! Never have that happen. Alright, there we go. Just got to keep pulling and turning until things go together. I'm not gonna tighten this up yet. See this black stuff I'm getting up on me too? It's because I pressure washed all this. But something I'm touching is sooty. It's not like, well, that's like grease, but it's like these pulleys. Let me bring you back down. If you can see, like this pulley, it's got like soot burned onto it. And they're eating those white spots that are clear is from the degreaser I was using when I was pressure washing it. Because sometimes I tip them straight up and down like this, my engine hoist, and pressure wash underneath them, which I did to this one. So, okay, so this belt go around like that, fit into there, right? Now, I don't think our clutch is in. It's easier to do if the clutch is set, clutch brake. So, real easy to do when it's straight up in the air. Okay. All right, so next we have our, see, like on this one, I wiped most of it off, but there's like this burnt on soot or something, I don't know, it's kind of weird. This one has a spacer on it too, so gotta make sure that's on there. And this one goes like this. Now you gotta be careful with this one, although you could put a longer bolt in it. It's threaded right into the stamp part of the frame. Threads are made into that part. There's no nut, ouch, or anything holding it. So I'm not going to give her the beans, I'm just pull it like that. I don't want to strip it out. Now, I'm going to push the clutch back. I'm just making sure that all the belt is where it's supposed to be. Okay. That is not right. Trying to think if I got everything right. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't even spin it. Alright. I don't know what was going on. They gave me the wrong belt or something. I didn't really know. Could I have more problems? I don't know. So I found this spring. When I took the deck off, it was on it, and I assumed it just went to the deck somewhere, so I didn't even look. I just set it with the deck. I figured I'd get to it later when I get to the deck. And when I was like, when I move the, like, there's nothing moving. So it's like, well, how does that tension it? Well, then I thought of this spring. I'm like, oh, I wonder if that spring went to here. Well, I can see rub marks on there from the spring where it was clearly hitting there. So I'm like, well, this must go to here. It looks like it connects here and up here. In order to do that, you guys probably noticed something wrong when I put the clutch in before and nothing happened. So okay, now we should be cooking with gas. Now we push the clutch in. This is not the easiest. All right. Okay. So this goes around here. Goes around there. So the clutch and all that is in right now. Now we should be getting somewhere. Well, that looks more like it, huh? Oh yeah. The only thing I don't like is this. I wonder what side it's supposed to be on. Take this light. See if I can see a rub mark. Yeah, looks like. Ay. Push the clutch back in. First try that time. So it looks like, you guys see, I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a little, see this piece right here? It's just, it's what it is one of these. And I have the belt on the wrong side of it. It should be going on this side of it. So now we'll release the clutch and yeah, that's more like it. That's better. Okay. Just giving a double check here. You know, just spin it. Here we go. Everything looks good. All right. So I think that's it. I'm going to tighten the pulley off the engine here and let her back down and probably connect. This piece too, unless it might be easier to leave it undone for the belt for the deck. I don't know. Anyway, all right. I'm going to tighten this and let her down. So on to the next one. Well, I cut all that down there. It was really only green by the corn, and it grows good by the corn. It's the drought is just, you know, really ain't much to cut. It's just real patchy, and something flying around me here. Anyway, it's all done, cleaned up. Getting her dirty now because I'm mowing with it. Boy, that time deck. The time deck, you know, one thing I'll say about them, they cut nice. They really do. So, tried to clean up here. I don't know. There's only so much you can do with that. Got some of the soot off. Under here, it is what it is. You know, motor runs good. Hopefully it won't start on fire again. I really don't know. Can't figure out why it happened in the first place. Really doesn't make much sense. But I took the seat cover off. I don't know if I'll put it back on or not and sell it with it. I might just keep it. But anyway, the seat is just mint. It's like brand new. Everything on here is like brand new. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. You know, cleaned out the headlights. What was in there? I did end up welding. Can't even see where I'm pointing in the sun here. I think I'm pointing at the wheel. That wheel was busted right here. I did weld that and throw a little paint on it. You know. So yeah, anyway, there it is. So guys, if you like what you're seeing here, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a like if you liked it, and of course leave me a comment. I do love the comments. I try to respond to everyone. If I don't get back to you, or it looks like your comment has been removed, it wasn't me. For some reason, YouTube is doing it again to me, where they'll take certain comments out. I don't know why. I can see them in my inbox, but I can't get into them to answer them. So, I don't know. And they're not in the comments won't be in the video itself. They'll just be in my inbox. So, or notifications. So anyway, if that happens, that's what's going on. It wasn't me. I don't know what's going on with that. They keep doing that stuff to me, and I'm not sure why. And they're running commercials, and I'm not even monetized yet. But anyway, all right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.